day, hasn't it?
It's been a damn 15 minutes. It felt like 4 hours. Fucking
It's
tech
crazy.
illiterate. Can't function like this. This is what happens when you put people in charge of stuff. Anyway, what are we doing today? Hold on, I guess we need to like introduce ourselves. Where are
Introduce
we? What time is it? What
episode
time?
2.
Oh yeah, episode 2 of Renegade as Fuck. Okay, yeah, I just finished pushing out the Copy Arena podcast, and I was like, wait, that's not what we're doing. We're doing Renegade as Fuck. There we go. We're on it now.
This
There's
is
a camera.
Renegade as Fuck episode 2, take 2.
Episode 2, take 2, exactly. Damn. It's been a day, it's been a week, and we said like this was our second shot after Sunday night. We tried Sunday night. We had a really good episode Sunday night too.
Yeah.
About the faux pas, right? I think, or no? Wait, what was it? I can't even remember.
Sunday night was showing up.
Showing up. But then, because we had all the problems, then we said, you know what? Okay, this is what we're doing. Because no rules, business, no rules, life. You got to live and roll, right?
Yep.
And that's what we're doing. Yep. We let the
yeah.
Huh?
No, and I was saying, was it yesterday? Yesterday that we decided I threw my temper tantrum and then my rebel moment.
That's what it was. Oh my God, that was epic. It was epic. And you fucking inspired me to do the same thing. Cause I was like, you know what? And today I'm in the mood you were in yesterday. And so why don't you like explain your whole shenanigans?
So yesterday I woke up in a mood. I don't know why. I did not want to do anything. And today is what? Yesterday, I guess, was day 5, day 4. I don't know. However long I'm supposed to be on vacation this week. But, like vacation with a list this long of stuff that I want to catch up on. And I was like, I didn't catch up on this. I didn't catch up on this. I didn't catch up on this. I didn't catch up on that. And it was like, boom, 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 bringing my energy down. And so you were sitting there trying to like lift me up. And I'm like, no, look, man, I'm just complaining. I am
just have to do that sometimes.
Yeah, but what happened was, it was like when I said out loud, I'm complaining, I'm like, crap, I don't want to complain. So then I started to complain in my head that I was complaining. And then I remembered like universal law, right? When there's a problem, there's a solution. So I'm feeling like this, that means that the opposite also exists. So like, how can I get into that better space? And I decided to have a controlled rebellion.
and I think you actually called it a productive rebellion too.
A productive rebellion.
Yeah.
That was the phrase. And so what that meant was we rescheduled recording till today, because I did not want to change out of my pajamas. I did not want to put makeup on. I did not want to fix my hair. And you had a busy day too.
Yeah.
You had 13 emails due. So
yeah. Epic day all around for all of us.
Yeah. And so that was it. I just moved things around on my calendar, and instead of, if there was something on my calendar for Thursday, I decided to do it yesterday, and I just moved it around and got stuff done. And it was really productive, like more productive than I expected.
So the key is staying in your pajamas.
The key was staying in my pajamas. It was staying in my pajamas, and it was like recognizing that I had like man-made timeframes on things, right? So I didn't have a deliverable like you did, right? So this was all my own personal expectations. So I was trying to figure out how to stay in integrity with myself, and at the same time give myself some leeway,
pajamas for the win.
Yeah, yeah. So it was easy enough to move things around, and it was good because whatever that did yesterday, today I've been
Was
like
off the chain.
all day catching up, and yeah, it's been awesome.
I know I didn't even hear from you today, so I was like, well, damn.
Yeah.
She must be
Well,
enjoying that heart math.
yeah, yeah, well, that's, that's one of the things. Like I have this certification that I've been working on for however long, and I got that new Remarkable pad. Oh my God.
Ah, how you love
This,
it.
this life changing, life changing. That's all I can tell you. And never lose a notebook again.
I love it.
Um,
I've been looking at it like for 2 years now, and I understand this is like a new version that they are now launching or whatever. So it's good to have that endorsement.
yeah, I mean it's got its limitations. You have to pay a monthly fee, which supposedly is new if you want to be able to upload to Google Drive and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, and my notebooks are in OneNote, so I have to kind of move things around a little bit, but still, just knowing that when it's time to organize, I don't have to go digging through my 26,000 notebooks. They're all here. I'm good. It
Peace of mind.
saves, yeah,
Ease.
and it's peace of mind, but you know what? Like mental load, it reduces the mental load.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That emotional energy is expensive.
Yeah, yeah. And it's
See
like
what
I
I did
think
there?
about
See
what's
what I
that?
did there?
I
Did you see
see
what
what
I
you
did
did
there?
there. And what I was gonna say about
Use
that
it.
emotional energy though is I was gonna just send that back to you in that like that's why like people hire you, right? Because you save so much of that emotional energy
Yeah,
and it helps you to stay aligned. Everybody stays
true.
aligned, then you're staying aligned because you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
We're staying in line because we're doing our thing.
Right. You're not
And
being pulled in all these different directions.
yep,
Energy management.
yes, ma'am. You're not exhausted. And you know what? You get the results faster and easier than before.
Imagine, I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah, someplace.
We didn't introduce ourselves. I guess it's too late now. We can do it at the
No,
end.
it's not. Go ahead.
No, we'll do it at the end. We'll do it at the end. Just say, hey, if you enjoyed this, blah blah blah. Hey, how you like that? We're producing as we talk, as we speak.
Us. No rules business.
Right.
No
So I
rules
got
podcasting.
it's our podcast. You can listen to the side notes with us. So anyway, but yeah, so I was really, really impressed with your product yesterday of that whole process. And I think you should like do something with that. I don't know what, but do something with it because it was mentally shifting. It was a mental shift for you, it was an energetic shift for you.
Yeah.
And it really impacted not just yesterday, but also today because look at you. So yeah, you should do this on a full scale something.
You know what, Tanya? Everybody's got to learn how they work best, you
Hmm.
know? And
Yeah.
so like you are best under the gun,
If it weren't for the last minute, I'd never get anything done.
right?
I saw that
And
T-shirt somewhere and was like, I need that.
and I think that's like the really important thing. Like that's how people let themselves down. And the more that they let themselves down, the more that mental load gets pushed on them, the lower their energy gets, the harder it is to do stuff.
Hmm.
Instead of beating yourself up, it's just like, like some things I do better at the last minute, and other
Hmm.
things I need order.
But and it's about self awareness. I mean, that's the buzz. Everybody's doing the inner work and all of this, but like how often are we really aware of our patterns? Like how many like if we were to record our behaviors over a month's period, time, a period of a month, whatever. I can't even talk now, it's too late. Then maybe we could actually come to some of this. I can't, but I don't have the bandwidth to like have to stop and do this, like between doing all the things. So I'm guessing that there would be a demographic that is in the same boat that I am, and then the demographic of the people like you who are consistently doing this work. And I guess that's what you get for being a premium coach too.
But you want to, I'm gonna like, you're gonna get so mad at me because I'm gonna like throw this whole thing out the water. If you are self-aware
Mm-hmm.
and accepting of how you are,
Mm-hmm.
you don't even need any of the other stuff.
That's true. That's true.
That's
true.
I mean,
it's just about, this is the way I operate, and do it.
and and you set your goals in that way that you operate. And again, so you got to throw the rules away.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, and we'd spoken about this like before. It's also like when you have specific goals, you have goals where you need your back against the wall, and all of a sudden you're like, create. And then you have other things where you're better off without your back against the wall.
Right.
And you create.
Right.
And and I think it's I think it's like being okay with that, and then deciding, do I want to build this skill or don't I? And if you don't want to build the skill, hire somebody.
That's true. The kids and I were having that conversation the other day. We were talking about the cost of stuff, like whether you should hire out or outsource things. So how to make these kinds of decisions, and weighing the emotional energy of stuff, and weighing, how much, it takes you, 15 minutes to do the dishes, but you spend 2 hours or 2 days. I don't know anybody like that, looking at them in the sink going, I don't want to do that. And so you walk around carrying all that baggage. It just does me better just to get them to do it. but in that whole vein, it's just knowing how to make the decisions about what to outsource and whatever, and being okay with doing it the way that you want to do it, and not listening to the latest formula or the latest whatever. And I know that I said that you should put this formula out, and I still think you should put this out in some way, this kind of training in some way. And even though we talk about throwing the rules away, I think you have to know what alternatives are out there in order to be able to create your own rules. You know what I mean? Like, you use it, like, even if somebody couldn't do it that way, they could use it. It could be a jumping off point for them to figure out what works for them.
Yeah.
Right. So they're still doing it with no rules.
Yeah. And that's it. It's the no rules is, you're not following somebody else's system to a T. I'm like one of those people that, and it's like, I'll look to other people to see what they're doing, and then I might like pick one from column A, one from column B, and see what happens. And like even yesterday, like one of the things I did was, the dishwasher was clean, so the sink was full, and I made the conscious decision. I wasn't doing the dishes yesterday. I wasn't emptying the dishwasher. But what happened was, every time I walked in the kitchen, I saw the mess. Right. And so that's like where that self-awareness comes back again, because now you're like, crap, and you start talking, crap about yourself. And then it's like, wait, no, I gave myself this break. I can choose to do the dishes later on. I can choose not to do like, who says you says you have to do the dishes? Like that, there's that lady that you turn me on to. It's not morally or ethically wrong to have a dirty house.
There's like, no moral failing in having sink full of dishes. And there's no and so when you had explained that that's what you were going to do, I was like, I'm doing that. the kids, I'm not cooking dinner tonight. And I didn't.
I didn't
I
cook.
let them
I didn't cook.
I let them figure it out. I mean, they ended up with sandwiches, but they did it. And two, it was interesting because I noticed that, well, not I noticed, two of them, Amira and Anya, were both behind me going, go ahead, mama, focus, mama, you can do it, mama, you can do it, mama. And so that, having that sort of, I don't know, like, I guess they could feel that, and so they were okay with doing what they needed to do to help me to finish. So that was really,
I love that.
hats off to them yesterday. So,
I love that. That's awesome.
yeah.
That's so sweet too.
But so yeah, this was a big week for learning and growing and doing things our way. So, but I'm glad Sunday didn't work out so that we had this content for today, because I think this
Yeah.
was far more impactful than like what we talked about on Sunday was impactful and it was valuable. But I feel like this is actionable. Like, people can just go out and put this into play, like, especially now, you know, with so much compassion needed for self and so much sort of permission, you know, rather than falling under the stress, especially this time of year and this situation and all of that. So it was really, really good. And so I thank you for sharing your system. I don't know what we're going to call it.
Well, you'll come up with a name, and I'll tell you what, I am New Year's. I'm not even putting anything on it. Like, the energy of New Year's, it's great because
Mhm.
it's out there and everybody can grab it and get those new beginnings. But I am going to do my New Year's in February,
Haha, that's smart.
right? Because that's when
That's
the
smart.
energy starts to go down.
Yeah, come off that high.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's when I'm gonna do the big intention setting stuff. And so we'll see. We'll see if that turns into a product or a service or a class or a something, or if it's just private.
A road opener, a New Year's road opener in February.
Oh, I haven't done road opener in a while. Yeah, maybe.
Just a thought. Everybody that wants to participate needs to be a member of the Manifesting Lab.
Oh, yeah, it would help if I promoted that too.
Do it your way.
There you go. Anyway.
All right. So let's wrap this up and give everybody the 1-2 of who we are. You go ahead.
So
hope
I'm
you
Robin
enjoyed that. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
We have you guys enjoyed this episode this week.
There we go. And I'm Robin John Rosenhaus, and I help unwavering, ambitious women get what they want at a rapid fire pace.
Hey, fucking men. And I'm Tanya Daka of TanyaDaka.com, and I write copy, bold as fuck copy for bold as fuck brands and businesses. And you have been listening to the Renegade as Fuck podcast. No rules, life, no rules, business. And we will catch you guys next week. Thanks for hanging with us. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
And cut. What a shambles. This is raw. And
I think it'll be all right.
I like it.
Yeah.
We don't follow the rules. So fuck it.
Put the intro at the end.
Nobody needs to know who they're listening to anyway.
Well, they'll see it in the show notes.
Scared. Anya just walked in the room and Cal just dove head first into his cubbyhole. So what'd you say? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Sorry. All right. So I'm gonna get this over to her and let her do the editing on it and whatever. Oh, she's going.
It's probably going to be easier for her than the last one was anyway.
Yeah, we'll just chop off the front and put the music on.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Awesome. Well, yay. Thank you so
you.
much. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.